Hello YouTube, this is Invo here. So today we are taking a look at the banner that comes on Friday and also some very important news in case you haven't seen in any of my other videos. It is that on this Friday we will have this event called Double the Legend, which basically means that the first legend hero you pull, you'll get an additional legendary hero for free, which means that if you're a new player and this is your new account that you're going to start on Friday on server 150, then you will have 2 legendary heroes within the first 10 minutes or so of gameplay. You can always reroute to another server in case you are not happy with the 2 legendary heroes that you got. And so when we have this Double the Legend event, it is one of the best times to start a new account, free to play, or just begin to play the game. It's one of the best times. So let's see the banner that is on Friday and whether you should pull or not. Normally, I would always say that when it's the Double Legend event, you should always pull, because you actually get 1 additional legendary for free, which basically means that you're saving 150 of these excellent wishes, because that's the pity. So you can see it as you've pulled 1 and then you're saving 150 of these purple shards here. So it's always a good idea to just try and pull. And this week the banner is not the best in the world. I would say it's actually a bit bad, but there are one particular hero who is great, and let's just start with her, because it is this guy here, this Chelsea. She is one of the meta heroes. She's an S tier hero, definitely at the top of the food chain. She is a burn hero, and she is mandatory for most of the burn team tech content that we have in the game right now. Stuff like planar rifts and stuff like that. Stuff like 7 Sages of Yuli. If you take a look at the last week's teams here, we can clearly see, if you look at this team, this is the lineup for the burn boss, for the boss that tries to burn. You can see Chelsea is here, Chelsea is here, Chelsea is here. She is in every team of the top teams. There are no teams where she's not in, well, except for this one from Cyronics. That doesn't have it, but other than that, she is very mandatory. And why is that? It's because she is very strong. She does a lot of damage actually with some exclusives, especially her basic attack. It becomes like a pursue and attack ability. She does a lot of damage while she's using her other abilities. So she'll always she's gonna cast the split fireball ability when she uses the prairie flame and while she uses the flame blessing. Also, she has this unique buff here called, well, it's not unique, but it's for her, for the burn team tag content. She's one of the only ones that can do this burn up to buff, and basically it just means that all the other burn characters will do 50% more damage, and that's nice. And further on, she also buffs your team with attack up to buff, which is also very nice for burn characters, since they are attack based mostly, except for Surtur. He is HP based burn hero. Other than that, she's actually this prairie flame. It hits very hard. Like you can see here, it says that if there are 4 allies with the burn tag, excluding Chelsea, her damage on this ability actually does 300% of the original damage to the boss. It ignores all defense and damage immunity, and so it will hit very, very hard. So she is a very strong hero. This is the hero you want to get on Friday if you get someone from the banner. It's still a very low chance, but 15% higher chance of getting some of the banner heroes than normal. So just try, do 1 double legend pull, see if you get her. If you don't, then yeah, whatever, right? But you should definitely pull just once. Let's see the other 4 heroes in the banner. Maybe some of them are good or something like that. Let's just look at them. Let's start with the worst one. This is Claude. This guy here, if you get this guy, just ignore him. Like, he doesn't bring anything to the table, doesn't do any damage. He is pretty much useless actually, so just ignore him. Other than that, we have Bull. This is Bull down here. He used to be very mandatory for Hidden Waves faction, but nowadays we got Erato, and Erato kind of power crept him. This is Erato, it's a limited hero, so you cannot pull her except for when there are rerun banners or in limited edition chests. But however, this guy, he has been power crept for this faction for sure. So if you can get just one copy of Erato, she is gonna be 100% stronger than Bull, no matter what. He is just not that good anymore. He's not used in any content at all. Other than that, we have the this legend here called Anna. She is a Wizard Eye. This guy, you get her also for free now in the campaign. You get her in maybe the first 30 minutes of your playtime. You get a copy of this guy. So if you pull on Friday and you get this one, you can actually already get her to exclusive 1, where she'll do a 40% attack buff for the entire team and her allies. So that is nice, right? So if you get her, maybe not the worst start on your account if she is one of the ones that you pull, because you'll have her exclusive 1. And at exclusive 2 and exclusive 3, she just does more and more damage. Actually, exclusive 3, she does detonation damage by her Phoenix Dance with 120% more, and also a chance of applying some extra burn. And you need 1 stack of burn, then you do another stack of burn, and your burns will detonate, which just does 300% damage instead of 50. So she's actually very nice for beginner accounts, and she falls up in end game, but in early game definitely she can carry your team for sure. And then there is actually the last one, and I think she is very interesting. It is this guy here, Aisha, and she's just been buffed recently. I think a few months back they tried to buff some of the old heroes, and they changed her ability to do a lot more damage. And I've actually just taking a look at her, and I believe that because I'm going to start a free-to-play series on Friday, right? And if I pull this guy on Friday, I'm going to try and use her actually, because if you look at her S4 ability, she does 660% attack damage to all enemies. The higher the enemy's HP, the higher the damage still, which means if you can make her faster than the enemies, you can start with this ability and you can absolutely nuke. Also because you get 40% down here, 40 and 40, that's 120. So it's going to be 780% attack damage to all enemies, and so that might nuke like one wave. And then she actually has this one. It's kind of an execute ability. The lower the current HP of the target, the higher the damage dealt. So basically what I'm imagining is that you nuke with this one. If there are any leftovers, she can just use this ability and do a lot of damage, right? But of course she's a direct damage dealer. It doesn't really scale that well in the beginning of the game. It doesn't, and like dot classes have the dot classes just ignore defense, right? So that's why they are a lot better to get early game. However, she also got a damage immunity, and at exclusive 1, if you are unlucky to get 2 copies of her, then she can actually ignore the first fatal damage that she takes. So maybe she is viable for early game content. I don't know. I'm just trying to think about like alternatives to macking and stuff like that, right? We'll have to see. Maybe I pull her on Friday and I will try to use her. Right, so that's it for now, guys. Definitely, if you are starting a new account or you have been thinking about rerolling, you should do it on Friday. And I hope you get Chelsea or anyone else that are very nice. And yeah, let me know in the comments what you got. Right, cheers, bye.